October. A simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's the handoff. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Snag in the middle. It's Matthews. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
It's Gentry. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, they settle in. We're good. We got this.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Touchdown Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting at this squad.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Finding open areas. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A run for the quarterback. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know,
there he goes! Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Davey, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a
touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That Alabama offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a... Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Throws to the back. Caught near the sideline. It's McNeil. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Here we go. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Oh, he wants it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Volunteers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McNeil. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. It'll be a draw. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and they're
intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The lone back's got it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. At the 20, he's got space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're...
Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air, it's Gentry. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll run it from the gun. Brings into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He makes a catch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Quick step and go. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 6 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Gentry. Rushes on him. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll take it himself. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. running from contact. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned...